1580 KGAL.
The following sports broadcast is an exclusive presentation of News Talk 1580 KGAL. Lebanon Warriors basketball is on the air. Today's game is brought to you by Economy Supply Building Center, Mama's Fine Italian, City and Suburban Electric, Lassen RV, Doug Phillips of Edward Jones, Power Honda, Stavros Auto Services, Ixtapa Mexican Restaurant, Linco Federal Credit Union, Burgerville, Crabtree Automotive, Walmart, H&R Block, Lynn Lanes, Willamette Community Bank, Leschwab Tires of Lebanon, Bing's Kitchen, Like New Appliance, Lynn Benton Tractor, Wilson Motors, and by Canega Tire Factory. Now get ready for Warriors basketball with all the action. Here are Radio Ray and Scott Landgren live on 1580 KGAL.
All right, then. Hang on. Let me sit down here for a moment and get it. Oh, come on.
That's like clockwork, isn't it, Ray? I mean, they were not playing for the last couple minutes. We come on the air, bam.
Why don't you go down by the band leader and give them one of those, you know, they'll think maybe it's
the
stop. One of those stop.
Cease.
Stop
Cease
signs.
and desist.
Sitting down. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Lebanon High School. Tonight, as we continue the Mid-Willamette Conference season, it's the second go-round between the West Albany Bulldogs and the Lebanon Warriors. A good Tuesday night. I'm Radio Ray. That's Scott Landgren next to me, better known as Statman Carruthers. The last time these two teams met, it was very difficult for the Statman to do that part of his job.
Yeah.
As we played the game at West Albany, and we sit up in the balcony area in the bleachers. There is no table. There's virtually nowhere to sit and write. It's a little bit difficult. So there was only one stat that the Statman was able to accumulate, and that was the final score, and it's too bad you had that one.
Yeah, it was not pretty for the Warriors that night. I'm honestly really glad that I was not able to record stats because, boy, that was a rough game for the Warriors.
The final score was 95-44.
Yeah.
A 51-point margin against a very good West Albany team.
Yes.
The junior varsity game has concluded tonight, and that final score was West Albany 91, the JV 43. So hopefully that's not the start of another bad evening for the varsity. But maybe not. First of all, that was at West Albany. West plays very well there. They get the crowd going. They had the crowd started up that night as they got to the big lead. Every time they did something outstanding, the crowd rose as one and started screaming and yelling.
Yep.
The hitting, the screaming, the yelling, as Jerry Lewis would say. And it was just all downhill. I don't expect that same kind of thing here at Lebanon tonight.
I don't either.
However, West Albany is a very good team and certainly capable of putting a hurt on the Warriors. But the deal is, as we always say when we meet West Albany, they're a mysterious team. They're a team that often does not play up to what would appear to be, looking at the roster, their capability.
Yeah, and I was talking to your son before the game down there, and he said that exact same thing. He's like, this team has been so frustrating this year because they just have not been playing up to their potential. And I don't know what it is about the Warriors, but they definitely bring that out. And another thing, they just got schmucked by Silverton last Friday, so maybe their confidence is a bit down. The Warriors got a win at Dallas. Maybe theirs is a bit up. You know, stranger things have happened on crazy nights like this.
We shall see what happens here this evening, but it is a talented team that is warming up just below us here. We're at the far end of the gymnasium from the entrance. West Albany just below us. They certainly, as you look down the roster, they have the size to be a very good team. They have the two Sherwood brothers, and as I always say, they have that genetic thing going. Their father was Bill Sherwood, an outstanding player with Oregon State. Chad Sherwood, as we call him, we may call him Sherwood the Elder if I keep confusing the two. Which one's Nate, which one is Chad?
Yeah.
Although there's a great height disparity.
There is.
But Chad Sherwood is the senior, Sherwood the Elder at 6'2". The younger, Sherwood the younger Nate is 6'8" and a junior. Now at 6'8", he is not the tallest player on the team. He has to share that with Jalen Schlegel, who is the starter. He's their post player at 6'8". So among their starters, they put two players on the floor at 6'8". They can bring in number 44, Josh Bryant, from the bench. He's 6'6". They also have some other height on the team from the bench, although they don't see a lot of play. Cameron Dixon at 6'4", Isaiah Edwards at 6'4", Keaton Boder at 6'4", but they are not names you will see a lot. Their point guard, Sawyer Reed, is a very consistent, very capable point guard, if not a high scorer for them. Certainly distributing the ball, and he's got a lot of good players to distribute it to. Coming off the bench last time, number 11, Jesse Berkey, who is a guard and a senior, was hitting threes out of his mind.
That's right.
That was part of the crowd thing, though. The crowd always seems to love someone that comes in off the bench and can do that.
That's right.
I don't think he'll get that kind of applause here tonight unless a very good contingent from West Albany shows up.
Well, there appears to be a fair share of them over there, but yeah, it's a player who doesn't get a lot of playing time. He comes in, he starts draining three after three after three. The crowd got into it, and that just, the West Albany Bulldogs fed off it in the first meeting.
So they are not just sizable, but there is talent for each one of their players. They're not just big men, but they're big men with capability.
Yeah.
So sometimes it is surprising that they will play down to the opposition. They were defeated by about 18 points by Silverton last Friday. That's a disappointment. Silverton, a very good team, but you would think that West would be capable of taking them down to the wire and playing well. They did not. So it's a mysterious team that sometimes plays down to the opposition, but sometimes will wallop the opposition. We will hope for the former tonight, but we will fear the latter from the West Albany Bulldogs. We'll take our first time out, Bulldogs and Warriors tonight on KGAL.
Well, welcome back to Lebanon High School, where we're about 5:45 away from our opening tip-off. West Albany at Lebanon here tonight, and here's Radio Ray.
Hey, we made it back.
We did.
Good deal. We were just hurrying things up tonight. It's a Tuesday night. I like to get done as early as possible because it's still a long week and a short day. And we did the opposite with our spots there that we may see tonight from the Warriors. I spoke just briefly with Kevin Johnson, who, of course, well aware of the 51-point defeat the first time these two teams met, and say we're going to be deliberate tonight. He said maybe slow it down a little. So we'll see if that keeps the point total down and maybe keeps the Warriors in the game and maybe forces one of those under-impressive performances that we've talked about from West Albany. The last time that we saw West, they were truly impressive in that game. Jalen Schlegel, who is one of the 6'8" players that I mentioned, dunked a couple of times. I think he did not get credit for the first dunk as he didn't quite get up high enough, and he may have even missed it, as I recall, the first attempt.
Yeah.
But the second one was a clean dunk. I think there were a couple of other people who took to the basket with the intent of dunking. It's a very athletic team.
Yeah, one of the Sherwood brothers did dunk and the other one almost dunked, right? Is that right?
You're right, because Nate at 6'8", he dunked.
Yeah.
And Chad at 6'2", who is the older of the two by a year, he had a breakaway and he wanted to show the 6'8" younger upstart that he could dunk. And he got up by the rim. That's right. He hit the iron.
Yeah, that's
Did not quite get over the iron. That's right.
Yeah. We just had to have both our minds thinking about it there.
But it is a good athletic team.
Yeah.
A team that surprisingly lost to Crescent Valley. That's one of the performances that we talk about, I think, that is surprising. That they were defeated by CV, which put them 2 games behind Silverton, which made last Friday's meeting against Silverton a little less important. And they lost that game to Silverton, so they trail the first place club by 3. So there's really no way that they're going to get the league title this year.
No.
But they hope that they can catch Crescent Valley. If Crescent Valley is defeated by Silverton, and if they can beat CV, perhaps they can catch up with CV. I don't know what they do in that case.
I don't know. This is a big week for CV. They play Silverton tonight and then West Albany on Friday night. So we're going to know after this week who has a good chance of finishing in second place in the Mid-Willamette Conference. So it's a big game for West Albany. I mean, they have to win to keep pace with Crescent Valley, you know.
So CV does not come in tonight? I mean, on Friday night, we not play CV?
No, we play Corvallis.
Oh, is it Corvallis first?
Yes.
Ah, all right. I don't mind.
No.
I thought it was the other way around the first time.
Well, we have 4 home games in a row, both Albany's and both Corvallis schools, so it's hard to keep straight. I'll give you that.
It is the first of 4 home games, West and then Corvallis, then Crescent Valley and South next week. And then the Warriors finally will take to the road in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tonight, they will be at Woodburn, and 2 weeks from Friday night, they'll be at Silverton, which maybe we'll go.
Maybe we won't. That'll be the last game of the regular season, and let's just leave it at that.
95-44 that first game, and the Sherwood brothers we talked about, I believe, were at 26 and 25 for the night. Nate with 26,
I believe so.
The younger, and Chad the elder with 25. So they totaled 51 points together, which was the margin of victory for West Albany that night, hoping for a different outcome this evening. We'll take another break as the band plays on. And it's a pretty nice group on this side of the floor, a little quieter on the other side tonight. But if the Warriors can hang in, should be a good, loud, supportive crowd this evening at Lebanon High School. The Warriors Bulldogs this evening on KGAL.
If you'd like to do it yourself or need helpful advice doing it, your neighborhood Ace Hardware and Contractor Center can help. Economy Supply Building Center has been that helpful place for over 58 years. Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street in Lebanon.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, offering lunch and dinner, takeout, and catering too. Here's Bob.
Come down and visit us and try some of our hand-tossed pizzas, my friends. That's right, hand-tossed.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, in the heart of Lebanon on Oak, between Main and 2nd.
Need some electrical work in your home or business, but it just seems like too small of a job to call the pros? No matter what the job, call City and Suburban Electric. Proud to be a contributing member of our community. City and Suburban Electric. Call 451-5609.
Lassen RV in Albany has the new RV models on the lot now, ready for you to buy. Lassen RV Service Department has a new truckload of parts and accessories on sale just in time for fall fix-up. From changing a light bulb to rebuilding your entire RV. No job is too big or too small for Lassen RV in Albany, where friends send their friends.
KGAL.
Out of hand, too quick.
Welcome back to Lebanon High School tonight. Both teams have departed the floor. Boy, we are really starting. This is most unusual. This may start a record. The junior varsity game, because of the disparity in the points, 91-43 the final score. There were really no timeouts and just few stoppages, as I think they let a little rough play go at the end of the game, which was good. And the game ended earlier than most of the junior varsity games have. In fact, perhaps as early as any I can remember. So we're really starting on time tonight. The Warriors are out on the floor waiting for West Albany to come out. We're just about ready for the announcement of the starting lineups. Silverton leads the Willamette Conference, Mid-Willamette Conference, with a record of 8-0, 14-4 on the season. Crescent Valley right now at 7-1, 2 games up on both Corvallis and West Albany. But as we said, as Scott mentioned, Crescent Valley will meet West Albany on Friday, and then they have to meet Silverton afterwards. So they could easily be tied with West if West continues to win and Silverton defeated in those games. But Silverton 8-0, Crescent Valley 7-1, Corvallis and West at 5-3, Dallas at 2-6, along with South and Woodburn, and the Warriors at 1-7. Whoops, we better take our break here as we get our national anthem tonight.
The short drive to Corvallis will save you time and money. This is Steve Buckner from Wilson Motors, inviting you to experience the notable difference at Wilson Motors, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis. Check us out at saveatwilson.com.
Good, tasty food. That's why Bing's Kitchen has been a lunch and dinner favorite for over 40 years. Choose Chinese or American meals that can satisfy the entire family or a gathering of up to 40 people on the South Santiam Highway in Lebanon. Choose Bing's Kitchen, where the food simply tastes best.
Edward Jones specializes in helping individual investors achieve their personal investment goals. Hello, this is Doug Phillips, your Lebanon Edward Jones financial advisor. Please call me to set up an appointment so I can assist you in selecting investments and services that help meet your goals. Call me at 541-451-4000. Member SIPC.
Need tires? Hi, this is Don from Canega Tire Factory. From lawnmowers to tractors, cars, and trucks, we have what you need. And Canega Tire's ASE certified mechanics can help you with your brakes, shocks, struts, alignment, oil changes, and stuff you won't believe. Even propane for your barbecue and RV. Canega Tire Factory, still at the Y in Lebanon.
1580 KGAL.
Once again, the Lebanon Choir is doing the national anthem tonight, doing a very nice job. And we are about to get the introduction of players. Did Did their sound drop for a little bit, or was that just that we went to a commercial? It almost sounded like the sound dropped out.
I don't know. I thought it did. I had to take my headset off to hear it, but it might have just been because we were on a commercial. I'm not sure.
All right, as we get the announcement of the starting teams tonight, West Albany first to hit the floor. There's Chad Sherwood, the 6'2" senior. Sawyer Reed, their point guard, is a 5'10", a senior. And one of the Dixon brothers, Brandon Dixon, the 6'1" senior, will be the starter. There is Nate Sherwood, the 6'8" junior. And finally, Jalen Schlegel, the 6'8" senior, their post player, the starters tonight for West Albany. And the Warriors, Josh Alley stands out in the three-point arc. He will greet the players as they come off the bench here, the starters for the Warriors tonight. Coming off their victory, an impressive victory, very good defense, and timely offense. There were some bad spots on Friday night.
There were.
But a victory against Dallas on the road. There's Jake McConnell, Ian Smith. Jake McConnell, 5'9" senior. Smith, the 6'5" sophomore. Isaac Johnson, the freshman, 6'3". Tyler Romeo will get the start tonight. Tyler Romeo, 6'1" sophomore. And Chad Nissen, a sophomore who's been in the starting lineup recently. Chad Nissen gets the start. And Chad, a 5'11" sophomore, as they throw one T-shirt to the crowd. The students will stand in front of us, and the band to our left tonight, the band is here tonight. We hope there is some good, happy music and occasion for playing some good, happy music against South Albany or against West Albany tonight.
Yeah. Well, you know, whatever happens, the Warriors have got to come out strong in this first part of the game. The first part of the first quarter is going to be key. West Albany might be a little bit down, you know, after that Silverton loss, and the Warriors are up after their Dallas win, so they got to come out with energy early and, you know, really set the tone in the game.
Nate Sherwood at 6'8" will jump against Ian Smith, the 6'5" junior from Lebanon, and it is controlled by Lebanon as the tap went to Jake McConnell. So the Warriors will be the first team on offense here tonight as they bring it into front court near the entrance of the gymnasium. That'll be the far end from us, their offensive end here in the first half. Ian Smith, cross court for Jake McConnell, playing out on the right wing. Jake hangs on to the ball, looking for somebody to bounce it to, bounces to Isaac. Isaac backs up, now starts a drive against Dixon, cannot penetrate, throws outside to Chad Nissen. Across to Ian Smith, playing outside on the left wing, down low. In the corner for Romeo, tries to go underneath, and there's the first turnover of the night as he threw it into the hands of Cameron Dixon. Dixon to Sawyer Reed. West Albany wants to run, but the Warriors do a good job of getting back and cutting him off. Here's Chad Sherwood for three. Oh, my aching three-point back.
Well, you can't leave him wide open, Ray, because he will drain it.
Nate got the assist, and Chad got the basket, the Sherwood brothers. Here's Jake McConnell. Warriors almost lose it. McConnell double-teamed, in trouble. Underneath to Tyler Romeo, puts his defender Cameron Dixon into the air, shoots, he is fouled, and the foul will be on Jalen. No, it's on 3, Chad Sherwood underneath. And going to the basket, Tyler Romeo. Boy, the Warriors were fortunate. Jake McConnell was in trouble, and for a moment I thought he had double dribbled.
Yeah, it was close, and Dixon's down over there. He hit the deck pretty hard because he was pretty high in the air trying to get that block. Good fake by Romeo, and Dixon hit the ground pretty hard.
Chad Dixon did hit the ground hard, and he is on the floor as they tend to him. He went up in the air, and Tyler then ducked down. He went right over Tyler, and he hit that floor hard. I'll tell you what, we'll take a 30-second timeout here. It looks like we will be delayed for a little bit. We'll take a 30-second timeout just underway. 3-0 West. Tyler Romeo will go to the free throw line for a couple of shots when we come back. No, let's not do that. I thought maybe they were going to tend to him for a little bit, but Tyler Romeo will come to the line here as Cameron Dixon is escorted to the sidelines, but he is under his own power, and as he gets closer to the sidelines, looking better and better. Hopefully we'll be back in the game tonight. He took a hard hit when he went up into the air.
Yeah, I don't think anything was too wrong. He just probably landed on something a little funny. Looks to be okay.
So Tyler Romeo will shoot a pair for the Warriors. Will the Warriors hit well from the free throw line tonight? The first answer is they will not, at least on the first shot.
Well,
as Tyler Romeo is a little short.
They're going to have to if they want to pull out this win, much like they did down the stretch at Dallas. They made, 21 free throws in that game?
And he hits the second. C.J. Hargis particularly effective. What was it, 8 of 9?
8 of 9, that's right.
In that fourth quarter in which the Warriors pulled away. Here's Nate Sherwood in the corner for Sawyer Reed. Sawyer Reed to the dribble, guarded by Jake McConnell. Goes down on the baseline to Nate Sherwood. Nate Sherwood underneath to Josh Bryant, who is in the game, and Josh hits. Josh, 6'6", comes off the bench in place of Cameron Dixon, and he hits the shot. 2 assists from Nate Sherwood. Isaac Johnson pulls up for a jumper from the paint and hits it 5-3.
Well, that's good to see Isaac hit his first shot, because if they get him going, he could be lights out.
West quickly down court.
Wow.
And Ian Smith.
What a block. I think that was Tyler Romeo, wasn't it?
Ian Smith put the block on, was it Tyler?
It was one of them. They were both there.
On Jalen Schlegel, the 6'8" Jalen Schlegel. I saw Ian go up. They get the ball inbounds to Nate Sherwood. He misses the shot. He kicks it out of bounds, but one of the Warriors touched it last. Ian Smith was pointing the way of the Warriors, but not the official, and unfortunately it's the official who has the final word.
Either way, whoever blocked it blocked a much taller guy, and that was impressive.
Inbounds pass to Josh Bryant. Bryant to Sawyer Reed, playing out near the Warrior bench. To the right-hand dribble. Bounce pass down low, baseline, right side to Bryant. Swing it across here to Chad Sherwood, playing well outside the three-point arc. He won't shoot it from there. Down low to Bryant. Bryant thinks about a shot, goes underneath to Sherwood. They get it to Sherwood, backs up, fall-away jumper, wouldn't fall, and the Warriors are there to get the rebound as Kendall Leppard gets it. They use Sherwood's height to get the ball into him. Even with Ian Smith at 6'5", Sherwood just reached up and took the pass from the wing. Here's Chad Nissen. Bounces it back to Jake McConnell. Warriors only down by 2 and with the ball. Right corner, right wing, Ian Smith starts a drive, pulls it back out for Isaac Johnson for 3, off the iron, no good, and the rebound will come to Nate Sherwood, to Sawyer Reed. Quickly down court, Jalen Schlegel, Leppard probably fouled him, no call. They go underneath to Bryant. Bryant back outside for Reed for 3, he hits it. Sawyer Reed for 3, it's 8-3, West, a couple of threes.
At least that one was more contested than the first.
Jake McConnell, bounce pass to Isaac Johnson, and last touch by West out of bounds in a difficult area to see with the students standing here. I was afraid for a moment that it had gone off Isaac, but it went off one of the West players. And C.J. Hargis in the ballgame for the Warriors will inbound. C.J. calls out a play. Inbounds it to Kendall Leppard. Playing out high. Kendall back into the hands of C.J. Guarded by Sherwood, who knocks it out of bounds. Chad reached from behind without fouling C.J., knocked the ball away. And C.J. on the right side of the floor will inbound again. 5:05 remaining in the first period. Warriors down by 5. He'll inbound to backcourt to Jake McConnell. McConnell brings it across the timeline into front court. Left-hand dribble, switches to the right hand, starts a drive to the basket, puts it up. Oh, no good, and the rebound to Sawyer Reed. Nice drive. Reed behind his back, loses the ball. Here's Isaac Johnson on a pass. Isaac gives to Ian Smith, up and in, and a beautiful pass from Isaac. That is what he does best as a freshman. Oh, dear. And a quick break down the court. Sawyer Reed to Jalen Schlegel for the basket.
Well, the Warriors didn't get back on defense there, and they got burnt.
10-5. Isaac Johnson with the ball in front of the West bench. That would be the left side of the floor. Backs up near the scorer's table. Starts a dribble against Sawyer Reed. Wants to get in front of Sawyer. Cannot. Passes it to Jake McConnell. McConnell cross court for Ian Smith. Ian Smith holds and simply hands it to C.J. Hargis. Warriors taking a little time. Coach Kevin Johnson said maybe they would. C.J. bounce pass from McConnell on the right wing. Nobody open underneath, and he'll give outside. High post to Isaac Johnson. Isaac starts a drive, cut off by Sawyer Reed. Looks and throws it to C.J. Hargis. And Warriors eating up some time. And that was Kevin's plan, and that's what they're doing on this possession. Here's C.J. almost double team. Bounce pass to Kendall Leppard.
Oh, they missed an open Isaac in the corner.
McConnell for 3. It's off the front iron, no good. And West will get the rebound. Sawyer Reed in the corner for Sherwood. Down low to Jalen Schlegel. Back outside for Chad Sherwood, and he hits again, this time from the right baseline. 13-5. He's taken 2 3-point shots, hit them both, and they've hit 3 3-pointers. Here's Kendall Leppard, traveled towards the basket, and bang, boom. Well, as he knocks down Nate Sherwood. It's Nate that's on the floor.
At least he got a good hit on Nate.
He certainly did.
He earned that foul, at least.
But it was a Regis Philbin moment. He was out of control.
He was very out of control. Yeah.
But a good slap to Nate Sherwood. 13-5, so West with the ball on the Warrior turnover, but just 3:26 remaining in the first quarter. The Warriors ate up a lot of clock on that last possession. Sawyer Reed, not contested in the backcourt. Now Chad Nissen picks him up as he gets into front court just below us. Almost stolen. Sherwood for three, and he hits another one, and that's a long three. Probably about 5 feet behind that three-point arc, and West steals the ball on a pass. They get it down to Chad Sherwood, who missed. Nate Sherwood tried to tip it in, couldn't, and Jalen Schlegel got the rebound.
Well, it's starting to get away from him, Ray. The Warriors are turning the ball over too much, leading to easy baskets.
18-5. Here's CJ, pushes it in the corner for a three-point shot. No good by Colson Shanks, but Kendall Leppard gets it back out and clears it outside. Now CJ Hargis playing out on top. Chad Nissen will try for three. No, rebound. Leppard fights for it, and it's off his feet. As he was fighting for the rebound, saw it go off his feet. He and Keaton Boder, a 6'4" senior, and I told you when they go to the bench, it's still as tall as anybody on the Warriors team, with the exception of Ian.
Yeah, and that's a scary thing, Ray, when your bench is just as tall as the Warriors starters.
In the ball game, Ben Engel. Engel for Nate Sherwood. Back to Ben. Ben tries to go underneath. It's tipped away. Tim Maddox tipped it into the hands of Chad Nissen for the Warriors. Up court to Smith. Smith loses it for a moment, but feeds it to CJ Hargis. And Hargis will come back outside on the left wing. Guarded by Ben Engel. Stops the dribble, looks for some help, passes to Chad Nissen in front of the bench. Spin it around to Colson Shanks on the right side. And Colson comes back out, and again the Warriors will simply eat up some clock. Hargis thought about a three, didn't take it, feeds it to Smith. Smith tries to go down low, instead it's knocked away by Jalen Schlegel. And here comes West. Feeds it to Chad. He will try another one. Holy, jumping up and down. Martha, is that 5?
That's 4.
4.
4 and 1 for Sawyer Reed.
Here's CJ for three, no, and the ball tipped. And let's see who gets called for coming over the back. It'll be one of the West players. Looks like Ben Engel. I would be surprised if Ben put his hand up. But
it is
Ben Engel.
It is.
He's, as I say, surprised one of the shorter players on the team. I guess that's why he had to come over the back.
Well, that's true.
Warriors inbound the ball. 21-5 is the score. Shot by Ian Smith. A turnaround jumper is no good. And there's Keaton Boder with the rebound to Josh Bryant. Engel feeds it to Nate Sherwood. Nate loses the ball but gets it back and goes outside to Ben Engel, who will hand it to Chad. Chad feeling it tonight to Nate. Nate underneath to Josh Bryant. Puts up a shot. He's fouled by Ian Smith. I haven't said this probably in a couple of weeks with our games, but how does this happen at 21-5? It's startling.
Well, there's a couple of reasons, Ray. One, Chad Sherwood is 4 for 4 from the three-point line. And, West Albany is in the middle of a 13-0 run right now. 13-0. It was 5-8 just a few minutes ago, and now it's 21-5.
Josh Bryant misses the free throw, but he will have another. He's fouled by Ian Smith in the act of shooting. Enjoy your favorite delectable candies from Victorian Chocolate Company. Second one no good, off the iron, comes out long and into the hands of CJ Hargis. Victorian-chocolate.com. You can find them online. We are really closing in with Valentine's Day. Really, there's a great selection of chocolate. It's all fresh. Plus just going in for the smells to Victorian Chocolate Company in Lebanon. Here's Chad Nissen for three. Colson Shanks missed it. West with the rebound. They want to run. Sherwood tries to feed it to Ben Engel, and it's knocked away by the Warriors.
And another thing, during this run, Ray, the Warriors have been turning the ball over a lot. They have 7 so far in the ball game.
The Sherwood brothers, the elder and the younger, will hit the bench.
Well, that's a good sight to see, isn't it, Ray?
Yes, it is. Jesse Berkey, he of the many threes the last time at West, one of the players who checked in, along with Cameron Dixon, who's back in the game after being knocked to the floor earlier. Shot missed by West. They tip it back outside, and let's see who gets it. It's last touched by West as they tried to save it. I think Cameron Dixon tried to save it. He was the one that went up in the air, and Tyler Romeo ducked underneath him, and he hit the floor hard, but he is back in the game right now. Here's CJ Hargis. Hargis, double teamed on the right wing. Needs some help, and he calls timeout. They have to expend a timeout because he was trapped on the right wing. 21-5. We'll take a 30-second timeout here. Just 33 seconds remaining in the first quarter. West up by 16 on KGAL.
You'll always get your money's worth where the food is fresh and original at Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant in Lebanon. Roberto and his staff will provide a fun and affordable dining experience. So visit Ixtapa on the corner of Highway 20 and Wheeler Street, where parking is convenient and the atmosphere is sweet.
Walmart is your local discount savings store. If you shop regularly at Walmart, you'll save hundreds, even thousands of dollars annually, because Walmart takes pride in being your local discount savings store. In addition, Walmart takes pride in being a part of the Lebanon community.
1580 KGAL.
21-5 West with one of their moments of talent, one of their maybe couple of minutes of talent. Yeah. Chad Sherwood really on fire early, is 4 for 4 on three-pointers and a couple of those long three-pointers. They have hit 5 so far on the evening. Here's Ian Smith, the inbounds pass from C.J. Hargis after the timeout. Tries to go underneath to C.J. Instead, reaching in, Josh Bryant. Knocked away by Tyler Romeo, but Josh Bryant gets it back, and West will come up court as the Warriors quickly retreat. Ben Engel into the corner for Chad Sherwood. No, it's number 2 Cameron Dixon in the game. Chad on the bench. Here's Ben Engel. Engel guarded by Chad Nissen. As West goes to their bench in the final seconds. Keaton Broder down low tries to give it to Bryant. It's off his hands, but into the hands of Dixon, and outside for 3 for Engel. No. Rebound. Broder picks it up at the buzzer. Just pushed it back up and almost got the roll, but did not. So where we were just before the timeout, the 30 seconds remaining in the quarter, that's where we finish. 21-5, West Albany with the lead. 1 quarter down tonight at 1580 KGAL, and we'll be back.
We're Linco Federal Credit Union. Keep your money in Linn County with Linco Federal Credit Union. Enjoy a visit with one of our friendly staff at a neighborhood branch near you today. Linco Federal Credit Union in Albany, Lebanon, and Sweet Home. In Linn, you're in.
Family owned and operated since 1979, Crabtree Auto stresses the small stuff when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. An oil change every 3,000 miles is a small thing now, but adds up to big rewards down the road. Crabtree Auto on Hill Street, just south of 9th in Albany.
Has your stove lost its heat? Is your fridge or freezer no longer cold? Does your washer leave soap in your clothes, or has your dryer stopped tumbling? Then who are you going to call? Like New Appliance at 259-1131, of course. Like New Appliance, where every appliance shines like new.
Lynn Lanes in Lebanon, home of the best burger in town. Good family fun. Bowling. Open every day and until 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday nights. Ballistic bowling starts at 10 on Saturday nights. Stop by Lynn Lanes in Lebanon.
KGAL.
Ready for the second quarter tonight. West, unfortunately, has the possession to start the quarter. They don't need the ball. They're up by 16. A flurry of threes in that first quarter put the Warriors in a 16-point hole here, 21-5. West, the pass underneath looked like a shot, but instead it was a pass to Nate Sherwood. Ian Smith with the block, and it went right into the hands of Jalen Schlegel, who put it back up and in. 25-5. Smith got the block, but it came off to Jalen Schlegel at 6'8". He was standing there and put it back. Here's Isaac Johnson for 3. Air ball out of bounds will belong to West. 23-5.
Well, sometimes you're just in the right place at the right time, Ray, and West Albany's getting every bounce going their way right now.
Brady Young in the ball game for West. Here's Nate Sherwood, guarded by Isaac Johnson. Across court for Chad. Will he hit another? Oh, he's 5 for 5 on the night, 29-5. 5 3-pointers in 5 attempts for Chad Sherwood. Pretty. Great release, quick shot, and nothing but net. 26-5, Warriors with the ball. Jake McConnell down low for Chad Nissen for 3. That'll be off the iron, no good. Battle. Ian Smith managed to get it, drives to the basket, feeds it underneath. Tyler Romeo wound up in the hands of Isaac Johnson, and Isaac heads towards the baseline. And I thought maybe he stepped out of bounds. No, he's forced out of bounds, so they're going to have a foul here. It will be the 3rd team foul. And this one will be against Sawyer Reed.
Well, the Warriors are winning that battle right now. They only have 2 team fouls, which is, good to see.
It is.
I mean, silver lining here.
Ian Smith takes the inbounds pass, tries to find room. Instead, it's partially blocked by Jalen Schlegel. They get it back up. Romeo shoots no good, and the rebound finally then goes to Ian again. and Ian puts it up and in. The Warriors managed to get a couple of rebounds and get 3 shots and hit the third.
Yeah.
26-7. Here's Sherwood across the floor for Sawyer Reed. Sawyer gets a little bit of a screen. Now kicks it back outside. There's nobody there. He tries to get it, but instead, Josh Alley beat him to it. Fed it to, let's see, who was that? Ian Smith missed the shot down. Oh, and tried for the dunk.
He traveled.
It's Nate Sherwood who traveled to the basket and also had the shot blocked. Fortunately, I think that he did travel because I think there would have been a foul.
Yes.
Who was that got up in the air, Scott? Did you see that?
I'm thinking it was Ian. Or it could have been Isaac. I'm not sure. I was just watching the travel happen.
Here's Isaac Johnson with the ball. Isaac. Tyler Romeo, Ian Smith in the paint. Ian has the ball knocked away, but I think we may get a reach against Nate Sherwood. Nate was, no. Well, they said Nate Sherwood, but they put Chad's number up there. I believe it was, no, is it Chad? Was it, no, maybe it was Chad, 3.
It was, that's his second.
23.
Oh, darn, he'll have to go to the bench for a little while.
Oh, yeah, well, I thought they said Nate on the PA, but it's Chad Sherwood. Here's Jake McConnell, pulls inside the three-point arc, puts up a jumper, no good, right over the basket, off the gloves, off the glass, and into the hands of West. They come down court. Nate Sherwood feeds it to Jalen Schlegel. Jalen outside for Nate. Nate kicks it back out here to Sawyer Reed. Sawyer for Nate Sherwood just below us, guarded by Isaac Johnson. Starts a drive along the baseline. And Isaac apparently called for the foul. I thought they were pointing to the baseline. It looked like the type of point that you would have if he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, and I was like, yeah, there's no way. It had to have been a foul on Isaac. But
and he didn't go out of bounds. It's not like they were pointing to where he was forced out of bounds. I'm not sure. Maybe just pointed to the spot where the foul was committed. A shot for 3 is good by Nate Sherwood, and Nate got the glass, and he smiles to his teammates. His brother is 5 for 5, and that one should not have gone in.
It was so bad it was good, Ray. I mean, I don't think he called bank there.
29-7. He gives a big smile to the bench and his brother. Kendall Leopard. Leopard guarded by Cody LaHoda in the game for the first time tonight. Isaac Johnson, left wing near the Bulldog bench. Kicks underneath, underhand pass, knocked away from Tyler Romeo, but who got that? Kendall Leopard?
That was Kendall.
Kendall Leopard wound up with it as Tyler Romeo simply lost control of the ball, but it went to Leopard, who hit the shot. 29-9. A hook shot, no good by West. And Brady Young misses it. Jake McConnell quickly in the front court, almost slips, goes down the paint, tries to put up the shot. Instead, it is knocked away by Brady Young.
They're going to get Jake for the charging foul there.
Whoa. First foul, and we're even at 4 apiece. 29-9. 4:49, just under 3 minutes gone in the second quarter tonight at Lebanon High School. Sawyer Reed stops the dribble, goes to Jalen Schlegel. Schlegel down low to Nate. Nate off the glass, no good. He missed an easy shot there. And a battle for the ball between Brady Young, Cody LaHoda, and Isaac Johnson. And Isaac, no?
Yeah, Brady Young picked up the foul. Yeah, for West.
I thought Isaac was going to pick up the foul, but Brady Young is the one who commits the foul, and that's his fifth team foul for West. I thought Isaac was the one guilty of the reach on that play, but the Warriors will inbound the ball in backcourt. C.J. Hargis checks in. Josh Alley has been in. He will sit. Isaac Johnson, Kendall Leopard, Tyler Romeo, Jake McConnell, and C.J. Hargis, who will inbound the ball long down court and will throw it away. It will go out of bounds. Tyler Romeo gave it a good run but couldn't catch up with it. Perhaps the right idea but not executed. And the turnover gives the ball back to West. And they will get it at their offensive end because the ball never got touched inbound. So they will take over where C.J. Hargis was inbounding just a few seconds ago. Underneath their offensive basket. They get it into Josh Bryant. Bryant turns against Romeo, puts a shot up, no good. The tip up.
Schlegel.
Jalen Schlegel gets credit for the basket. 31-9. Here's Jake McConnell in front court for C.J. Right wing to McConnell. McConnell guarded by Sawyer Reed. Kendall Leopard playing outside. Guarded by Josh Bryant. That's an interesting battle. Two strong players. And Kendall gets around him and puts it off the glass and in. Good victory for Kendall in that battle. Warriors almost steal the ball, but West gets control. Schlegel gets to Sherwood. He loses it to McConnell. McConnell pulls up, tries a bounce pass underneath to Hargis. He has it. He's double teamed. It is knocked away and blocked by Nate Sherwood.
That was a risky pass by Jake there.
And Sherwood has it at the other end. Into the corner for three from Cody LaHoda. You know, the thing is, we saw this last time at West. They start to get going, and they know they've got the lead. They probably have the ball game, and they're just so darn loose. Everybody starts hitting. Cody LaHoda comes in, and he hits a three.
Well, you know, sometimes shooting the three and making them is contagious, and so far tonight it has been. Let me see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 3-pointers for West Albany.
34-11 is the score. Timeout for the Warriors. And we remind you about the archery hut. Archery is a family sport. If you have anyone in your family that is interested, you'll find the archery hut just past the Moose Lodge on Crowfoot Road. Everything you need in the way of equipment and even lessons, if you choose, from Master Archer John Stone. A reminder from Cascade Outdoor Power Equipment, your Steel and Husqvarna headquarters in the Valley. You'll find Cascade Outdoor Power Equipment near the airport on Airway Road in Lebanon, between Airport Road and Oak. I took my chainsaw in there. They tightened the saw, gave me a new chain. And we recently had to take a couple of trees out. The power company said they had to come down. They were close to wires and they were not flourishing anymore.
Yeah.
They took them down right between the porch and the, and the backyard. But cutting those trees up was great after Cascade Power Equipment assisted me with that new chain.
Very nice.
Warriors throw it away into the hands of Sawyer Reed. Sawyer down court for Cody LaHoda. Inside to Josh Bryant, of course, for Nate Sherwood. When he tried for three, he doesn't hit it. But Jalen Schlegel gets the rebound at 6'8". Leopard battles him. Go outside Reed. They, of course, the other side to Nate Sherwood. Again, they go down low to Schlegel. The jump hook. Oh, won't go. Hung on the lip, but did not drop. They don't need those shots. They're up 34-11.
That's right.
Too bad. Here's Tim Maddox in the ballgame. Swings it back outside for Chad Nissen. Nissen will try for three. No, off the iron. The Warriors have not hit a three. Whoa, pass intercepted, intended for would have been an easy dunk for Jalen Schlegel. Hargis got a hand on it. Feeds Kendall Leopard underneath. The block by Nate Sherwood. Hargis gets it.
They're just so lengthy, Ray.
The save. Jalen Schlegel saves it. They get it into front court to Cody LaHoda, who underhands up and in. Holy Toledo. Jalen Schlegel just threw that ball towards midcourt. One of his teammates tipped it to Cody LaHoda, who hit the layup. 36-11. A pretty save, though, by Jalen Schlegel.
Yeah, it was.
He jumped out of bounds without getting his feet out of bounds and pushed it back inbounds, and they got the basket. Here's Jake McConnell driving along the baseline, and Nate Sherwood looks guilty to me. That will be the... Is that... Yes, there it is. 16 foul, first on Nate Sherwood. For the Warriors, Chad Nissen, Ian Smith, C.J. Hargis, Tim Maddox, and who am I missing here? Isaac Johnson still in the game. 36-11. C.J. Their offensive end calls out a play, gives it to Maddox, back to Hargis, feeds it to Chad Nissen, and Nissen will back up, back into the circle there at midcourt here at Lebanon High School. Isaac, left corner for three, no, off the iron. Warriors still have not hit a three. Here's Josh Bryant. Gets it quickly into the hands of Cameron Nixon across the court for Nate Sherwood. Nate to Chad back in the game. Underneath, a beautiful pass from Chad Sherwood to Josh Bryant. Josh at 6'6" puts it up and in, and they are using that height in addition to hitting the shots. What are you going to do? Those are the two weapons that you need. Oh, and CJ puts up a floater in the paint.
Well, West Albany's really playing all facets of the game well right now.
Here's Nate to the basket. He misses again, but the tip is there by Josh Bryant at 6'6". Well, 40-13.
They're just too long. They got great wingspans here, and they're using it to their advantage.
Isaiah Edwards in the game contests the ball from Isaac Johnson, knocks it out of bounds, but Isaiah touched it last. Unfortunately, Isaac did not reach. Pulled back instead of trying to grab that ball before it went out of bounds. C.J. Hargis inbounds to Ian Smith. Back to C.J. C.J. for Ian. Ian back into the hands of C.J. Really no pressure against him as he dribbles with the right hand. Right wing to Chad Nissen. He'll bring it close out top. Across court for Isaac Johnson. Can't handle the passes. He loses it. West gets it down low, and Ian Smith. Cameron Dixon is going to go to the free throw line. I thought maybe Ian got all ball and waited to see that. I didn't see an official call from the official, but West simply stays at their end of the court.
Either way, I could have seen that been called either way. From up here, we didn't have a great vantage point. It looked like he got, most of the ball, but I think he also got part of the shoulder there.
Cameron Dixon hits the shot. He was the youngster who was fouled early in the game. Well, he wasn't fouled. He went up in fact, he committed the foul. He went up tried to contest a shot by Tyler Romeo. Romeo ducked down. He went over the top of Tyler and hit the floor hard and really was outfled. I was worried that maybe he had been knocked unconscious at first. He did not move.
Yeah.
Got up, went to the bench, and he is back in the ballgame and hits his first free throw. And does not hit the second. Ball tipped. It's on the floor. Josh Bryant gets it. It's tipped away by Tyler Romeo into the hands of Tim Maddox. 1 minute to go before the half. 41-13 West. The Warriors with the ball. C.J. Hargis bounce pass to Maddox. Triple team. Stolen away. Ben Engel. Engel gets it to Nate Sherwood. No foul on a collision underneath the Warrior basket, and West gets it back. Ben Engel again. They go underneath. Isaiah Edwards tries to get it over Johnson. His jump shot is an air ball, goes to the far side of the basket, and Tyler Romeo comes up with it. Gives it to C.J. Hargis. Hargis down low to Josh Alley, and he puts it up and in. Good job by C.J. to see that Alley was standing alone underneath. One of the few defensive mistakes made by West tonight. He was wide open for the layup. 41-15.
I say West stepped over the line while inbounding.
Whoa.
Can't do that. That's a turnover.
I saw their coach stand up. I thought they were going to call a timeout. I wondered why.
What could they possibly have to talk about, right?
Instead, it will be Warrior ball as CJ tries to inbound it and goes off the hands of Nate Sherwood, intended for Tim Maddox. CJ's pass knocked away. Fitting for a quarterback. C.J. Hargis on the floor manages to get the ball to his teammate, Tyler Romeo. He pushes it back outside to Isaac between two defenders. Isaac, nice pass behind his back to C.J. Hargis, whose shot is no good, and Isaac tries to steal it away from Ben Engel and goes out of bounds, and it will be West ball. Isaac hustling from one side of the court, that was near the West bench, to the other side of the court to try to get the ball back. And they'll mop the floor on the side of the floor near the West bench. In fact, Todd Zimmerman simply mops it up with his feet. One of his players from the bench that says a little easier with sneakers than the shoes worn by Todd Zimmerman. And West inbounds. 9 seconds to go. Can they get a shot off? Here's Ben Engel bringing it into front court. Hands it to Nate Sherwood. Nate starts to drive to the basket, puts it up, no good, and that should end the quarter. So Nate Sherwood has missed several layups. That's about the only facet of the game that didn't work for West in that first half.
Yeah.
Nate had several good looks at the basket, including that one, but slipped it over the top of the basket. But everything else was working. Good defense by West for the most part. Outstanding shooting. Great use of their height and rebounding. 41-15. They have the lead at the half, and we'll be back at Lebanon High School in a moment.
You will come out a winner at Power Honda. Their talented staff will show you how easy it is to get the vehicle you want and the payment you need. Check out mypowerhonda.com. Call 928-0122 or just go in to Power Honda, Highway 20 east of I-5 in Albany, your Honda superstore.
Making life easier and more productive, that's what Lynn Benton Tractor can do for you. And it all begins by discovering how the full line of Kubota equipment can help.
Lynn Benton Tractor, we're still doing business the American way.
Highway 99E Tangent.
Serving the Mid-Valley for 37 years with collision, mechanical, glass, and RV repair, Pacific Auto Services is now Stavros Auto Services. Same people, same commitment to excellence. You've got their name on it. Call Stavros Auto Services at 541-926-7248.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, offering lunch and dinner, takeout, and catering too. Here's Bob.
Come down and visit us and try some of our hand-tossed pizzas, my friends. That's right, hand-tossed.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, in the heart of Lebanon on Oak, between Main and 2nd.
1580 KGAL.
Well, West Albany, we talked about the fact that they are somewhat of a Jekyll and Hyde when it comes to basketball. They have a great deal of talent, and they can be the doctor at times, and they can administer, instead of a good deal of healing, they can administer a good deal of hurt to their opposition, but they can also sometimes be mysteriously off. The 2 times that the Warriors have faced them this season, they have been the doctor.
They have not been off this year.
They've been precise in their surgery and slicing up the Warriors, winning the first game by 51, 95-44, and taking a 16-point lead after the first quarter, 26 after 2. So they win the first quarter by 16, win the second quarter by 10, despite the fact that they went very liberally to their bench in that second quarter. Still outscore the Warriors by 10 and lead by 26 at the half, 41-15. Looking good. Chad Sherwood, who did not have a great game in terms of threes in the first game, but had 25 points for the game. His brother Nate, I think, outdid him from the three-point line in the first game. His brother Nate hit several threes, but Chad has 5 threes in the half, did not miss a shot, picked up a second foul and went to the bench. I think more out of kindness from Coach Todd Zimmerman than out of necessity to put him on the bench at that point. So he sat much of the second quarter, but he was 5 for 5 in that first half. And brother Nate did the Warriors a lot of favors by missing several of his shots. But Chad destroyed them in that first half, 41-15. As the band plays, I'll tell you what, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. The stat man, Scott Landgren, has the stats for the first half. It is so hard to think sometimes when that band plays.
Yeah.
You can barely hear yourself over the band at some of these gymnasiums where we sit, and that's the case tonight. So we'll take a timeout. 41-15, West leads at the half, and we'll be back.
Willamette Community Bank is proud to support local high school sports, music, and scholastic programs. Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, Vice President with Willamette Community Bank. Be part of the team and get behind our schools and our future leaders, serving you with branches in Albany and Lebanon.
Willamette Community Bank, service like no other, we promise. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you'd like to do it yourself or need helpful advice doing it, your neighborhood Ace Hardware and Contractor Center can help. Economy Supply Building Center has been that helpful place for over 58 years. Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street in Lebanon.
Albany Burgerville is now featuring the Ham Havarti Sandwich, all natural Diamond Ranch ham layered with melted Havarti cheese on a toasted hoagie roll and the chocolate hazelnut milkshake. Pick up an Albany Burgerville rewards card now. Cash for every dollar spent. Albany Burgerville, fresh, local, sustainable.
Taking a detour down a gravel road isn't fun for you or your tires. Luckily at Les Schwab, along with great prices, all of our car or pickup tires come with the kind of protection most other places don't give you, like free flat repairs and more. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
KGAL.
Back at Lebanon High School tonight, I'm Brady Ray along with Scott Landgren, and the band plays on, but not happily this evening. 41-15, West has the lead. Everything, all the good points that we said about West before the game, points that we hope would not show up. Unfortunately, they all showed up in that first half.
They really did, and unfortunately for the Warriors, a couple of points that they needed didn't show up tonight. I mean, the Warriors only have 15 points, and we're at halftime. That's, some reminiscent of the years past where the Warriors just couldn't find a score on the floor, and that's the same thing that's happened tonight.
How many threes did they miss? The Warriors did not hit a three. What, about 7?
I don't keep that stat, but like you said, they didn't hit one. They took at least 7. I was thinking maybe more than that, but they were launching them there for a while. And West Albany hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, West Albany hit 8 threes, and I think they missed only a couple, so they're probably about 8 of 10, 8 of 11. And the Warriors haven't made one.
They've been stuck on 8 for a while.
They
There's
have.
something positive.
That is true. They made their first, I think they made their first 8, and then they missed some in a row. So you can't stay that hot forever. So the Warriors got that going for them. West Albany out-rebounding the Warriors 24-16. Not surprising, they're using the length to their advantage, and they're just grabbing every sort of board possible out there. Free throws. Not many free throws in the game period. 1 of 4 for West Albany, 1 of 2 for the Warriors. So, only 6 free throws total. Turnovers, this is a big one for the Warriors. 17 turnovers in the first half, only 9 for West Albany. It's 17-9 in turnovers. Chad Sherwood leads the way with 15 points for West. Cody Lahota has 5. Jalen Schlegel and his length has 8. Josh Bryan, another tall guy, has 6. And Nate Sherwood only has that 1 3-pointer. And like you said, he's missed a few near the baskets. Otherwise, he could have more. But he only has 3 so far tonight. For the Warriors, it's pretty easy. Ian Smith and Kendall Leopard each have 4. C.J. Hargis and Isaac Johnson and Josh L. each have 2. 1 point for Tyler Romeo. And that's it. The 15 points for the Warriors, 41 for West Albany at the half.
But we did see a number of players for West come off the bench in that second quarter. And I would think that probably will be the case as the game continues.
I would think so.
So hopefully we'll not see this type of onslaught in the second half.
Well, I mean, really, even if they were to win by 50 points, it does them nothing in the standings, really. So, I mean, you might as well rest up your players. And this one's already well in hand. Rest up, the Sherwood brothers, Josh Bryan, all of them, and, send them out there on Friday with a key game with Crescent Valley. I don't know if that game's at Crescent Valley or at West, but it's a key game either way.
And, I don't remember from that first time around. But it will be interesting if you're with us tonight here in the high school. Watch for number 11, Jesse Berkey, in the second half. He came on in the second half at West and hit about 4 threes that night. He doesn't do a lot, but he's a shooter. He is a pinpoint shooter. We'll watch for him in the second half. 41-15, West on top. We'll take this time out at halftime tonight at Lebanon High School.
Need some electrical work in your home or business, but it just seems like too small of a job to call the pros? No matter what the job, call City and Suburban Electric. Proud to be a contributing member of our community. City and Suburban Electric. Call 451-5609.
Lassen RV at Albany has the new RV models on the lot now, ready for you to buy. Lassen RV Service Department has a new truckload of parts and accessories on sale just in time for fall fix-up. From changing a light bulb to rebuilding your entire RV. No job is too big or too small for Lassen RV in Albany, where friends send their friends.
The short drive to Corvallis will save you time and money. This is Steve Buckner from Wilson Motors, inviting you to experience the notable difference at Wilson Motors, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis. Check us out at saveatwilson.com.
Good, tasty food. That's why Bing's Kitchen has been a lunch and dinner favorite for over 40 years. Choose Chinese or American meals that can satisfy the entire family or a gathering of up to 40 people on the South Santiam Highway in Lebanon. Choose Bing's Kitchen, where the food simply tastes best.
Your Mid-Valley home of the Lebanon Warriors. News Talk 1580, KGAL, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.
Who do we play on Friday night?
Corvallis.
Oh, that's right. Corvallis did well that last time at home. One of their new players this year came from California. His name is Marion Clark. Has 2 brothers who are up in the Corvallis area. One works with the Boys and Girls Club, and the other works at the farm home. And Marion was in kind of a tough neighborhood down in California. And the brothers brought him up here to Oregon to get away from the tough neighborhood. And the OSAA granted him a bye so that he could play.
Yeah.
And he did quite well for Corvallis the first time around. I know he was injured. I don't know the extent of that injury, whether that keeps him out. But
he's back.
He is. Well, there was that.
Yeah.
So much for that.
Your son said he came back right after the Silverton game, I think. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Marion Clark and company come here on Friday night. Isaac Johnson will inbound to start the second half with the Warriors down by 26. Isaac Johnson, Chad Nissen, Ian Smith, Tyler Romeo, and Jake McConnell. The Warriors starters back in. Warriors throw it away. West with the ball. They tip it to Josh Bryan, who put it in. Jalen Schlegel to Chad Sherwood to Josh Bryant, and each of the first two just tapped the ball. They didn't hold on to it. They just tipped it and finally got it to Bryant, who put it up and in. 43-15, Jake McConnell for Isaac Johnson. Below odds for three. No, they still can't hit that three. Tipped away. Sherwood tipped it into the hands, or Schlegel tipped it in the hands of Jake McConnell. McConnell has it again in front of the Warrior bench. Warriors offensive end of this quarter. Right below us here, that's the far end of the gym. Isaac Johnson, bounce pass outside for Chad Nissen, guarded by Sawyer Reed. Corner for Isaac. Isaac starts a drive, pulls up a jumper. No, it won't go, and the rebound to Jalen Schlegel. Quick outlet to Nate Sherwood. Wants to drive to the basket, and they will call the charge against Nate Sherwood.
Yeah, good job by Tyler Romeo there to get into position to draw that foul.
He barely made it, Scott.
Well, I think he made it, though. I think he did.
Yeah.
I think he slid over there just in time.
The Warriors will inbound.
I mean, it's 43-15. You can get a call like that at 43-15, I think, right?
No, I think, seeing it again in my mind, I think you were probably right. Sherwood should have tried to go around him. Never tried to.
Or pulled up for a jumper,
go
maybe.
at him, yeah. Here's Chad Nissen in trouble and loses the handle to Josh Bryant. Down court for Chad Sherwood. He won't miss. He puts it up and in. Beautiful pass by Josh Bryant.
Well, he hasn't missed all night.
Here's Kendall Leopard. Leopard has it knocked away by Sherwood, but he knocks it into back court, and there to pick it up is Chad Nissen, who will bring it into front court again for the Warriors. Across for Isaac. Isaac starts a drive, wants to slice the opposition, puts it up, and he can't get the roll tonight. Rebound, Nate Sherwood. Quick outlet to Chad. To Schlegel, puts it up and in. Nice little underhanded layup.
Well, this is just a layup drill right now, Ray, in the second half.
Nate to Chad to Jalen. 3 stars for West Albany. Here's Leopard. Leopard bounce pass underneath. Smith's shot won't go. The rebound to Sherwood. Sherwood outlets to Jalen Schlegel. Schlegel on the wing for Sawyer Reed, and now they'll slow it down. Chad for 3. Oh, 6 for 6.
He's perfect tonight, right? I mean, there's nothing else. He's perfect.
That was a good 4 or 5 feet straight away. He's hit from the left side, the right side, from the wing, and that time straight away about 4 or 5 feet outside the arc. 6 for 6.
9-0 to start the quarter.
50-15 the total for West. 5:38 remaining. We will take a 30-second timeout here in the third quarter from Lebanon.
Doug Phillips, financial advisor with Edward Jones, is proud to sponsor Lebanon Warrior Sports on KGAL. Doug Phillips' Edward Jones office is on the corner of South Main and Walker, near the post office in Lebanon. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Need tires? Hi, this is Don from Kenega Tire Factory. From lawnmowers to tractors, cars, and trucks, we have what you need. And Kenega Tire's ASE certified mechanics can help you with your brakes, shocks, struts, alignment, oil changes, and stuff you won't believe. Even propane for your barbecue and RV. Kenega Tire Factory, still at the Y in Lebanon.
KGAL.
Well, we're back here at Lebanon High School. Scott and I again conversing during commercials.
Yes.
Wally Orneman, Ryan Pitts, who happens to be the son of me, broadcasting for West. As I was here tonight, I parked my car and I wanted to get up here quickly as the junior varsity game was rapidly expiring. I passed Wally Orneman running in the parking lot. He said, "Hello, Ray," and I slowed down, talked to him, and I said, "Well, what do you think tonight? First game was 51. What do you think for this evening?" He said 16.
Well, the Warriors have 15 points right now. Maybe that's what he meant.
That was the lead after 1.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he meant.
maybe so. It's been all West Albany tonight, Ray, and that's all you need to say, really.
Warriors with the ball after that timeout. C.J. Hargis has it. Hargis in the Warrior logo at midcourt. Kendall Leopard on the left wing, guarded by Sawyer Reed. Bounce pass across court for Jake McConnell. McConnell holds the ball high. Guarded by Chad Sherwood. Pulls, stops the dribble. Dishes it to Hargis. Almost lost it out of bounds, but he held on to it. Here's Ian Smith in the paint. Ian tries to drive between Nate Sherwood and Sawyer Reed, and Nate may have picked up a second foul.
I think he did. He looked guilty.
No, it'll go to Sawyer.
Oh, well.
Sawyer Reed, he did look guilty, didn't he?
He did, though. He kind of had that look of, yeah, that was me.
Sometimes I believe he thought he had the foul. Here's a layup by Leopard, no good. Leopard got the rebound, and then he tried to put it back up. It was blocked by Jalen Schlegel. C.J. Hargis drives into no-man land. He misses the layup.
That is, can't get a roll.
A nice floater, but it wouldn't go. West the other end. Jalen Schlegel loses it to Isaac Johnson. Here comes Isaac, and the Warriors will run. Isaac to Ian Smith. Ian puts up a shot up and in over Josh Bryant and Sawyer Reed for two.
I've been saying it for a while now.
First read, Chad Sherwood. No, he missed. 8 for 9. Oh, and there goes the charm, and he looks disgusted.
He does, doesn't he? I just feel like the Warriors play better when they do play more up-tempo style. I realize West Albany, that's what they want to do. They want to push the tempo, and the Warriors wanted to slow it down. But I feel like they get better shots when they push it instead of throwing it around in half court throughout the year. That's just my observation.
West will inbound. Actually, he's 6 for 7. Is that right? I said 8 for 9. That's not right. Here's Josh Bryant, puts up a shot, no good, but the rebound goes to the 6'8 Jalen Schlegel. He turns for a little jump shot, unusual for him, won't get it, but the ball comes out long off the iron to Nate Sherwood. Back to Schlegel. Schlegel works his way to the basket. He has talent under the basket. He's 6'8.
He really does.
But he's got some nice moves. He did a nice job, switch from the right to the left hand and put it off the glass.
Sherwood has 6 threes, 7 total field goals in the game, 7 of 8 total tonight, but only 6 of them are threes.
6 of 7. Yeah.
6 of 7, yes.
There's Hargis again, goes to his knees but doesn't travel, passes it to Leopard. Leopard bounce pass to Smith. Smith's shot partially blocked by Jalen Schlegel. Comes off the iron, comes out long to Hargis. Hargis underneath to Smith. Smith is open, puts a shot up, no good, and the rebound, or the foul will go to Nate Sherwood. Nate Sherwood will commit the foul. So that will be the second on Nate. No question that Sawyer Reed was not there to commit the foul this time. It will be on Nate's third foul.
Yeah.
And the third team foul for West. Warriors have yet to pick one up. 3:41 remaining in the third quarter, as their 18th point is a free throw from Ian Smith, 52-18. For a complete fitness experience with cardio machines, weight training, check out Lebanon Racquetball and Fitness. Open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Lebanon Racquetball and Fitness on Sherman Street in Lebanon. And Ian Smith hits again. 2 free throws, 52-19. 52-19. The Warriors have been outscored 11-4 in this quarter. They've been outscored in each quarter. Here's Sawyer Reed bringing the ball up for West. For Chad, he'll try a long three. Oh, 8 of 9.
What are you going to do, Ray? You can't guard that.
7 of 8.
You can't guard that, Ray.
That was a long three.
That was I was about to say that was not the best shot selection, but then he drains it, right?
Here's Leopard for 3. No. Air ball out of bounds, and the ball will go to West. Tim Maddox tried to save it, could not.
There's nothing you can do to guard that, Ray.
7 of 8, and that was the longest three of the night.
Well, and he just came off a screen and just kind of looked like he just chucked it up there and it just went in.
I didn't pick up the number who was contesting that shot, but they were coming at him. The shot was contested more than his previous threes.
I don't know.
And that one had to be a good 7-8 feet beyond the three-point arc, and he hit it. 55-19 the score, and West with the ball again after a Warrior turnover. Isaiah Edwards in the game, and Cameron Dixon, who will hit for 3. 61. Oh, did they put it up already? 58? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think they had that 3 up there yet.
No, they put it up there really quick.
Kendall Leopard tries to go inside. The ball is thrown away, but there is a foul on West. And the 3 players were around Kendall Leopard. The foul will go to Isaiah Edwards. That'll be his fourth team foul for West in this quarter. The Warriors do not have a foul in this quarter.
It's the little things like that. That's good for the Warriors so far.
Colson Shanks in the game. Feeds it down low to Hargis. Hargis to Maddox. Maddox a 2-point shot, no good. Rebound comes to Ben Engel, one of the shorter players on the floor, but it came out long to Ben. Dishes it in the corner for a 3-point shot, no good. By Nate Sherwood. He can't hit the 3 tonight. He wants to match his brother. He hasn't hit. Nate again from the corner. Another 3-point shot, and he's got this one. No, it's Cody LaHoda. It's 22. I'm sorry, that was 22. It was not 23, so it was LaHoda with a pair of 3-point efforts. The second one was good. Kendall Leopard somehow gets his shot up in strange fashion, gets between a couple of West defenders, but gets banged in doing so, hits the floor. 5th team foul, and that one will be on Boder, Keaton Boder.
Keaton.
who is a 6'4" senior, another 6'4" player coming off the bench. I would point out again, that's taller than any of the Warriors with the exception of Ian Smith. They have about 3 players that come off the bench at 6'4". 2 6'8" starters in Jalen Schlegel and Nate Sherwood. 6'6" Josh Bryant, who comes in.
But the good news is a lot of that size is graduating this year for West Albany.
A lot of seniors.
A lot of seniors. So, I mean, it's really not a shock that they are one of the top teams in the league. You know, a lot of senior leadership, and like you said, they got a lot of size to go with it. Free throw missed.
But this was their year to win. If they were going to win, this is it.
Yeah, well, you know, the league title is pretty much out of the question right now, but, you know, they're going to make the playoffs, and they have a chance to make a run at this. I mean, they got a lot of key pieces here.
Kendall missed 2 free throws, so it stays at 61-19, 2 minutes to go. West almost throws it away, and they do, as Kendall Leopard got it right at the baseline. Here's Kendall driving to the other end, still with the ball, tries to push it underneath to Tim Maddox, and he will throw it away. And West will bring it back up.
A little sloppy there.
Yeah, a little bit. Both teams. Keaton Boder inbounds to Ben Engel as West goes to the bench. Pass underneath to Engel. Engel for Cameron Dixon. Little jumper, in and out, no good. Ball goes into the hands of Kendall Leopard. Was tipped to Kendall. C.J. Hargis for Isaac Johnson. Isaac starts a drive underneath, put it up and in. Good drive that time around his defender, and that time used the glass well. 61-21.
Yes.
West with the lead in the ball, 1:24 to go. As stepping out of bounds, maybe forcing him out of bounds. Is there no foul on
I think
Kendall?
They just poked the ball out of bounds.
Did he knock? I didn't see it get knocked away, but
yeah. No foul.
West inbounds. They go underneath to Isaiah Edwards, who hit the shot, but somebody got cleared out underneath a push
Isaac
by West
did.
on that pass.
Isaiah used the arms to get free of Isaac there.
So Edwards, Isaiah fouls Isaac Johnson. His second.
The last time we said this, 6 fouls for the opposition, 0 for the Warriors.
Usually that would be a great sign for the Warriors, but at 40 points down, it doesn't matter. Here's C.J. Hargis, guarded by Ben Engel. 1:10 to go, third quarter. West with the advantage from the outset. 8-5 was the last time this game was close. Here's Isaac Johnson, goes underneath to Maddox. His pass actually was knocked away. Ben Engel comes up with it. Engel, guarded by Chad Nissen. Dishes it into the corner for Cameron Nixon, guarded by Hargis. Back outside for Cody LaHoda. Cross court for Engel, knocked away by Nissen, but LaHoda goes back and retrieves it. Gets it down low, Brady Young outside for Engel. He will try for 3. His shot is off the glass, no good, but the rebound comes to West as they dish it back to Engel. LaHoda got the rebound. Driving, Keaton Boder puts up the shot. That was a Regis moment. Out of control, but he is fouled. That shot was not going to go in.
No, he was just simply trying to draw the foul on Tyler Romeo, and he did.
Tyler's first. The first Warrior foul, and it sends them to the line because it was in the act of shooting. And Keaton Boder hits. How many free throws do the Warriors have in this period? They have made none?
They are 2 of 4.
Oh, are they? Oh, that's right.
Ian Smith made a pair.
Ian Smith.
Kendall Leopard missed a pair.
Yeah. But West matches them at 2 free throws.
Yeah.
Because they got to the line with Keaton Boder. Fouled in the act of shooting, he hit 2. 63-21, 19 seconds to go. Isaac Johnson. Bounce pass may have been intended for Hargis. Wound up in the hands of Chad Nissen, who feeds it back to CJ. Right corner for Chad. Outside for Tim Maddox. Swings it to Isaac. Isaac guarded by Ben Engel. Starts the drive. Pulls up. Dishes it back outside for 3 for Nissen at the buzzer. Got it on the glass. There we go. A repeat of the Nate Sherwood shot from earlier in the quarter. Used the glass. That wasn't intended.
No.
But off the glass and swish. 3-point shot. First one made by the Warriors tonight. 3 quarters done. West 63. Warriors 24. We'll be back to finish up this evening on KGAL.
You'll always get your money's worth where the food is fresh and original at Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant in Lebanon. Roberto and his staff will provide a fun and affordable dining experience. So visit Ixtapa on the corner of Highway 20 and Wheeler Street, where parking is convenient and the atmosphere is sweet.
At Walmart, you'll find lower prices always. That's their pledge to you. And now with the Walmart Superstore, that means you'll find lower prices on just about anything that might possibly be on your shopping list. Walmart, bringing you what you want. Lower prices.
We're Linco Federal Credit Union. Keep your money in Linn County with Linco Federal Credit Union. Enjoy a visit with one of our friendly staff at a neighborhood branch near you today. Linco Federal Credit Union in Albany, Lebanon, and Sweet Home. In Linn, you're in.
Family owned and operated since 1979, Crabtree Auto stresses the small stuff when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. An oil change every 3,000 miles is a small thing now, but adds up to big rewards down the road. Crabtree Auto on Hill Street, just south of 9th in Albany.
1580 KGAL.
Well, we enter mercifully what will be the final quarter tonight. West putting on another great show as they did on their home court earlier in the season, beating the Warriors by 51, 95-44. They lead 63-24 as the fourth quarter starts. West misses their first shot of the fourth quarter, and the Warriors get the ball and bring it up court. Isaac Johnson feeds it to Jake McConnell in front of the Warrior bench. Jake for Colson Shanks, who will try for three, and no, off the iron, no good. Colson manages to save it inbounds to C.J. Hargis. Good hustle by Colson Shanks to save that one from going out of bounds. Colson with the ball down low. Feeds it to Isaac Johnson. Isaac loses it for a moment, gets it back, feeds it to Hargis for three. That won't go. And the rebound comes to Brady Young for Keaton Boder down court. They try to go across to Cameron Dixon. Dixon's hook is up and in. A nice job, a nice pass by Jesse Berkey, who is in the ballgame. Let's see if he shoots some threes. A good assist by Jesse. Fine pass to Cameron Dixon, who got the shot. 65-24. Warriors with the ball. Ian Smith drives to the basket, puts it up and in. Good intention for Ian to get on it. Jake McConnell almost stole that ball, but knocked it back into the hands of Ben Engel. They try to go underneath to Brady Young. Instead, it's knocked away into the hands of Colson Shanks, who has it. C.J. Hargis feeds it to McConnell. McConnell wasn't looking, lost it off his hands. Jesse Berkey goes cross court for Cameron Dixon as they go to their bench. A shot for three is up and in by Ben Engel.
Everybody can hit the three, Ray. Everybody.
68-26. That's what was amazing about them the first time.
Yeah.
How many people could shoot from the outside. Here's Jake McConnell underneath for Ian. Ian turns, puts it up, and the shot no good. Rebound comes down. And perhaps last touch by Cody LaHoda. Isaiah Edwards will check in.
And you know, we just talked about this, I think it was at the Dallas game, how the Warriors had just never been able to have one guy who could shoot from the outside. West Albany has their starters and the bench that can shoot from the outside consistently.
Jake McConnell to Hargis. Nice pass to Johnson to Smith. Good movement, great ball movement, quick and precise. And Ian Smith put it in, 68-28.
I can't tell you how impressed I've been with Ian Smith the last 5, 6, 7 games. He's really showed an improvement.
Shot by Cody LaHoda, and that was a three-point shot in which he was fouled. The foul will go to C.J. Hargis. He commits his first of the night. And again, West will shoot. And the shot by Cody is no good. I smile because the Warriors had no fouls. West had 6. It looked like they would at least take advantage from the free throw line. We're even at a couple of points apiece. LaHoda, that was just a 2-point foul. I thought that was in 3-point territory.
Yeah.
But it was 2 shots. He hit the second, 69-28. Also thought the official held up 3 fingers. Isaac Johnson goes underneath to Smith. Smith turns, puts a shot up. Great battle under there. Put it up and in over Cody LaHoda. 69-30. Keaton Boder. Isaiah Edwards down low, guarded by Johnson. He puts up a jumper and Isaac fouls him. And Isaiah Edwards will go to the free throw line with his team up 69-30. 5:29 remaining in the fourth quarter. Boy, this quarter's going quickly, though, isn't it?
It really, well, the whole game is, Ray. It's only 8 o'clock right now.
How about a $5 hot and ready pizza at Little Caesars tonight near the River Center, the new and only Little Caesars in Lebanon, or any night you're hungry, maybe on the weekend, Little Caesars in Lebanon.
I was wrong. It's 8:14. I'm sorry, but still, it's still going pretty quick.
I even have 8:15. It's later than you think.
Oh, that's right.
Here's Isaiah Edwards, and he gets the roll. Of course he does. For over 50 years, Mega Foods has been offering the best quality and taste, more than just a supermarket, also a good neighbor. Mega Foods in Albany and in Lebanon. Isaiah Edwards, just a sophomore, 6'4", off the bench, misses the second free throw, but gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good. Rebound went over the back of Ian Smith and into the hands of Isaiah Edwards, who hits it anyway. So he winds up with 3 points on the possession, 72-30. Shot by McConnell for three, no good. Battle for the ball. Saved inbounds by Brady Young to Ben Engel, down low, and a shot. Whoa, they missed the shot, no good. Jesse Berkey missed an easy layup. He's got it in his hands again for three. Off the iron, no good. And a push underneath.
I think that'll be Edwards with the push.
Ooh, that's three?
That's three.
Three on Isaiah Edwards, and so they'll walk this way, which is the Lebanon way. Lebanon down by 42. The first game went to West by 51 points. And this one is 42-point margin with 5 minutes remaining as the clock starts up, and C.J. Hargis slowly brings it up court. And let's see what they want to talk about. The official.
They're always talking, aren't they, Ray? They are.
Is there a...
it was the seventh team foul.
Oh, was there a foul? Oh, it was Isaiah Edwards' foul,
yeah,
of course,
right. Yeah. We didn't even think about it either.
No, I didn't look up there because the officials didn't stop the action.
Yeah.
But of course, that was the seventh foul. And the official here in backcourt caught it and signaled the front court official to blow the whistle, stop the action, but they 1-1, and they got the advantage of the 1-1, and they're still being outscored from the free throw line. They didn't hit.
The Warriors have 3 team fouls, and West Albany shot 6 free throws off it. West has 7, and the Warriors have only shot 4 off it. So
West on offense, Cameron Dixon, a nice little layup.
Go figure, huh?
74-30. Boy, they're putting it up fast. Every time I think that points haven't been put up yet. Are they putting all the points on the board?
I think they are. They just must have their hand on the button ready to go. I don't know. Another turnover.
Yeah, the Warriors turn it over in front of their own bench. And Brady Young will inbound the ball for West. Reminder from the Lebanon High School Booster Club. Think about becoming a member. Help your high school be the best it can be. They assist in all aspects of high school life. They need your help. Inbounds pass, not a good one, but it winds up in West's hands. Call the office at Lebanon High School for more information on becoming a member of the LHS Booster Club. A shot no good by Ben Engel and will go out of bounds. Little air ball just fell short of the basket, falls short of the rim. So the Warriors down by 44. Trying to prevent another 50-point deficit here as happened in the first game. Ian Smith goes to the basket. It's stripped by West. Cameron Dixon loses it to Jake McConnell. He's on the floor.
And they call it travel.
Cameron shakes his head. But the Warriors will inbound. C.J. Hargis disappears beneath us as the students are still standing here tonight. He inbounds to Ian Smith. Ian tried to get C.J. on a backdoor, couldn't do it. Bounce pass across court for Josh Alley. Josh outside for C.J. C.J. for Josh Alley again, down low, right side. Outside to C.J. Starts a dribble, switches from left hand to right hand, cross for Jake for three. Three, no, off the iron, and the rebound tipped into the hands of Isaac, who feeds it to Smith.
Wow.
And a beautiful wraparound layup.
Well, if we had a highlight of the night, that would be it right there.
Beautiful job to change hands and put it off the glass.
And how about the dish by Isaac Johnson there? No looked it to him.
Brady Young missed a shot at the other end. Missed a couple of shots, but West got the rebound. And cross-court pass intended for Jesse Berkey goes off his hands out of bounds. So the Warriors have cut this lead to 42. 74-32 with 3:26 remaining, and CJ will inbound for the Warriors. Warriors still with several of their starters in the game, and the bench has pretty much been cleared for West. Here's Isaac Johnson along the baseline. Tries to pass it underneath. Instead, the pass is knocked into the hands of Ben Engel. And it will wind up with West with the ball. I think Isaac may have stepped out of bounds. As West will inbound with 3:13 to go. Ben Engel receives the ball from Keaton Boder. Engel for three, Jesse Berkey. No, can't hit it tonight. Hit 4 the last time we saw them. He's missed a couple of tonight. Warriors got the rebound. Tyler Romeo to Tim Maddox. Maddox to Josh Alley. Josh starts along the baseline. Feeds it to
Zach Short.
Zach Short in the game. And Zach hits a little jumper about halfway between the free throw line and the rim. 74-34. Zach Short in the game for the Warriors. And driving to the basket. Oh, puts a shot up, no good. Cody LaHoda missed the layup. Warriors got the rebound. No, they lost it. Isaac Johnson had it stripped by Ben Engel. Gets underneath. He puts up an air ball, but he is fouled probably by Tyler Romeo. Ben Engel will be shooting a couple as we remind you of Lynn Benton Community College. Pick up an appointment or make an appointment with one of their counselors or pick up the schedule of their classes. LBCC, get started, get finished, save a bundle in doing so, and prepare for virtually any career you might choose. Lynn Benton Community College in Lebanon, main campus in Albany, also in Corvallis, and Sweet Home. Ben Engel misses the shot, and West slowing down a bit offensively here in these final moments of the game tonight.
They are.
As the lead has been cut to 40. Make it 41 as Ben Engel successful on the second shot.
I just wish there was a 41-point basket that maybe if you make it from the other free throw line, that should count as like 40 points, I think.
Here's Zach Short, stops the dribble, tries to feed it to Maddox. Maddox loses the handle, and I think they'll call Isaiah Edwards for another foul as he reaches in. Isaiah hasn't played a lot of minutes tonight, but he's picked up more fouls than anyone on his team. That would be his 4th. And the 8th team foul, so Tim Maddox here, still in a 1-and-1. Tim will go to the line.
Yes.
R.J. Armstrong and Associates, masters of underground and excavation work for individuals or commercial business. Call them if you're in need of such work. R.J. Armstrong and Associates, 1-and-1, no good. Warriors had the advantage, and they haven't taken advantage of that either. West will outshoot them in the second half from the free throw line. Here's Ben Engel. Stopped on his dribble by Tyler Romeo, and they throw it away as Cody LaHoda throws it away on the wing, trying to get it to Jesse Berkey, out of bounds, and the Warriors, with 2:07 remaining, will bring it up court again. Tim Maddox, Zach Short, Tyler Romeo, Skylar Garber in the game, along with Kendall Leopard, the Warrior 5, and they try to go underneath. It's knocked out of bounds, actually off the feet of Cody LaHoda. So the Warriors with Skylar Garber is going to inbound it. Instead, he comes back in, and Kendall Leopard will inbound. Kendall for Zach Short. Put a little move on, now cut off. Goes back outside. Instead, it's intercepted. Intercepted by Ben Engel, looking to run. Wants to bounce pass to Isaiah Edwards and throws it away. Well, both sides looking sloppy now. Even the bench of West is sloppy. Last time that bench played very well, and they played very well in the first half tonight too.
Yeah, they're definitely slowing it up. They have, let me see here, 7 turnovers in the quarter. Well, that's quite a lot. They only had 9 total in the first half. So.
But it's everyone from the West bench now. None of the starters in.
It is.
Warriors still with the ball. Almost had it knocked away. Kendall Leopard somehow gets a little jumper up. About 7 feet from the basket, straight away. 75-36. The Warriors have cut the lead to 39.
Greatest comeback in the century right here.
Cody LaHoda is fouled as he tries a bounce pass to Isaiah Edwards. And Cody LaHoda, there will not be a shot that he wasn't shooting. West will get to inbound the ball, but it is the 5th foul now for the Warriors. Foul was on Skylar Garber. He picked up his first. 1:16 remaining in the game tonight. Warriors in Corvallis here on Friday evening. Here's Ben Engel, guarded by Tyler Romeo. Down low for Cameron Dixon, back outside to Ben. Boy, they're really getting careless on their passes. Almost threw it away again, but Engel has it. Engel for Dixon, guarded by Skylar Garber. Dixon to the dribble. Cross court, open Jesse Berkey, fakes the man into the air, shoots it, is blocked Blocked by Kendall Leopard. Warriors have it. They have it on the floor. Tyler Romeo all the way down court.
Wow.
And Tyler gets knocked to the floor. And he will be shooting a couple. He looked like he was out of control unless he got tripped.
Well, he must have got tripped because he was wild and crazy there.
Yeah.
He was all sorts of herky-jerky going through the lane. He had no business even trying a shot there. He was just trying to draw a foul, which he did somehow, and got a West player down over there, holding an ankle, it looks like, maybe?
It is a sloppy part of the game. No one should have fouled him as he was coming through there.
No.
But Tyler Romeo was fouled, and they say as he tried to scoop that ball that he has continuation. He'll get 2 shots when we continue. Let's see who that is. Is it Cody LaHoda? Is it 22?
I see 1-2. I don't.
Or Cameron Dixon.
No, number 2's over there, so it's not Cameron.
So it may be 22. Cody LaHoda.
Yeah.
But I don't know for sure. They're taking a look at his ankle as he hit the floor. There were a couple of bodies under there, a little collision as Tyler Romeo, as we said, was flying head first to the floor.
It is 21.
21, Brady Young.
And that's who got the foul charge to, is Brady Young. So isn't that weird? The guy that's on the ground hurt, he got the foul called on him.
He will walk to the bench under his own power, but limping a little bit on that right foot.
Yeah. He probably just landed on it wrong, maybe landed on somebody else's ankle there, rolled it a little bit. Good to see him actually walking off, though.
But there are times when you can move on your own power, but you can't run.
Yeah.
We went to the coast on Saturday to find some sun. I was running with the fine, beloved, but peculiar Labrador, and pulled a tendon on the Achilles heel.
Well, that's not good.
So you can walk all right, but you can't run because the foot won't take any pressure.
Right.
Free throw is good for Tyler Romeo. That makes it 75-37. Warriors cut the lead to 38, and the second one no good. The rebound, Isaiah Edwards. Down to the final seconds, 46 seconds tonight, under a minute to go. The Warriors have cut the lead to a more respectable margin here. The West will pick up their 7th victory of the year. They'll be 7-3. Here's Ben Engel, 30 seconds to go, guarded by Tyler Romeo. Ben throws it in the corner for Cameron Dixon. Dixon back to Ben Engel, and they may simply run out the clock here if they wish. Jesse Berkey has not hit a 3 tonight. Will he shoot? No, he doesn't. He goes down low to Keaton Boder, put it in. Good assist from Jesse. Saw Keaton Boder underneath. Keaton, one of the 6'4 players off the bench, had a height advantage, took it, put it off the glass and in. 77-37. Warriors throw it away. West winds up with it. Into the hands of Cameron Dixon. A cross-court pass, and that'll be it. As the clock runs out. So it winds up a 40-point margin, a little better than the 51-point loss at West, but a 40-point margin tonight, 77-37. West wins it. We'll be back, wrap things up, give you the stats from tonight's game on KGAL.
Has your stove lost its heat? Is your fridge or freezer no longer cold? Does your washer leave soap in your clothes, or has your dryer stopped tumbling? Then who are you going to call? Like New Appliance at 259-1131, of course. Like New Appliance, where every appliance shines like new.
Lynn Lane's in Lebanon, home of the best burger in town.
The place to bowl is Lynn Lane's Bowling Center on South Main Road in Lebanon. And the people are real nice. And the Head Pin Restaurant, I'd go there even if the bowling alley wasn't attached.
Good family fun. Bowling.
Serving the Mid-Valley for 37 years with collision, mechanical, glass, and RV repair, Pacific Auto Services is now Stavros Auto Services. Same people, same commitment to excellence. You've got their name on it. Call Stavros Auto Services at 541-926-7248.
Making life easier and more productive, that's what Lynn Benton Tractor can do for you. And it all begins by discovering how the full line of Kubota equipment can help.
Benton Tractor, we're still doing business the American way.
Highway 99E, Tangent.
Need extra money? H&R Block offers the Emerald Advance, a line of credit up to $1,000 that you can start using today. No W-2 required. Stop by a participating office to apply or call 1-800-HR-BLOCK to learn more. H&R Block Emerald Advance, line of credit offered through H&R Block Bank. Member FDIC at participating offices, subject to credit approval. Please apply. See HR Block/Emerald Advance for details. 2012 HRB Tax Group Incorporated offered January 15, 2013. OVTP B1550.
Hi, this is Serena at your neighborhood H&R Block in Albany, Lebanon, Corvallis. Call us today at 541-928-6432 and see what it means to never settle for less when it comes to your taxes.
Taking a detour down a gravel road isn't fun for you or your tires. Luckily at Les Schwab, along with great prices, all of our car or pickup tires come with the kind of protection most other places don't give you, like free flat repairs and more. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
You will come out a winner at Power Honda. Their talented staff will show you how easy it is to get the vehicle you want and the payment you need. Check out mypowerhonda.com. Call 928-0122 or just go in to Power Honda, Highway 20 east of I-5 in Albany, your Honda Superstore.
1580 KGAL.
Final score tonight, 77-37. West wins it. It was a game for a few minutes in the first quarter. It was 8-5.
Those were the good old times, weren't they, Ray?
West was leading. What was their run, about 13?
13-0 run.
And that really was the end of the ball game. They led by 16 after 1, 21-5. They led by 26 after 2, 41-15. They led by 39 after 3, 63-24. And despite the run by the Warriors in the fourth quarter, they even won the fourth quarter, 14-13.
Yeah.
And added one more point to their advantage. They win it by 40, 77-37 tonight. Well, we're done with West for the year. Unfortunately, we still have Silverton to go.
Yeah.
Corvallis coming in on Friday. Corvallis put the hurt on the Warriors the first time around. They're capable of that, but they're certainly not the team that they were when they won back-to-back state championships.
No, and I think on the right circumstances, on the right night, the Warriors play one of their more complete games of the season. I think that's a winnable game on Friday.
Possibly so.
Corvallis has shown some signs of vulnerability throughout the year. They're not blowing anybody out really by any stretches like they're used to. Back-to-back state champions, they were blowing a lot of teams out there. They definitely can play, sloppy, and they can miss some shots. And the big thing for the Warriors is it's here. It's at home. That's good. So they're going to need a big crowd on Friday.
When they played West from the point of 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Yep.
Was it maybe it was a couple minutes remaining in the first quarter to 3 minutes remaining in the third? Is that perhaps
Yeah, and
right?
they didn't score.
They did not score a point against West during that time as they missed shot after shot.
I mean, the Warriors never went on that kind of a drought against West here, so.
Corvallis went on a good run the time that we saw them on their home floor, but they have their problems. We said that about West, that some nights they have their problems, but Corvallis more so.
Yeah, definitely more so than West, I would think. I wasn't here for the first game. Remember, I was in California, so I didn't get to see it. But just what I've gathered, I feel like it's definitely on the right night. It's a winnable game for the Warriors.
Corvallis has to come in here. They have nights when they do not shoot well. We'll hope for certainly a better game on Friday night, and maybe a Warrior win. It would be nice to see.
Yeah.
They fall short tonight, though, 77-37. We'll take one more timeout, come back, get the final stats this evening, and wrap things up from Lebanon High School.
Albany Burgerville is now featuring the Ham Havarti Sandwich, all natural Diamond Ranch ham layered with melted Havarti cheese on a toasted hoagie roll and the chocolate hazelnut milkshake. Pick up an Albany Burgerville rewards card now. Cash for every dollar spent. Albany Burgerville, fresh, local, sustainable.
Willamette Community Bank is proud to support local high school sports, music, and scholastic programs. Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, Vice President with Willamette Community Bank. Be part of the team and get behind our schools and our future leaders, serving you with branches in Albany and Lebanon.
Willamette Community Bank, service like no other, we promise. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you'd like to do it yourself or need helpful advice doing it, your neighborhood Ace Hardware and Contractor Center can help. Economy Supply Building Center has been that helpful place for over 58 years. Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street in Lebanon.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, offering lunch and dinner, takeout, and catering too. Here's Bob.
Come down and visit us and try some of our hand-tossed pizzas, my friends. That's right, hand-tossed.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop in the heart of Lebanon on Oak, between Main and 2nd.
1580 KGAL.
All right, back at Lebanon High School, 77-37. I'm surprised they have left that score on the scoreboard tonight.
Yeah, I mean, unless the Warriors are on the other end of it, I think you'd want to get that one, erase that one as quick as you can.
West wins it. They took the lead early in the first quarter and never looked back. And once they started rolling, it's just one of those things as the first game. It's contagious. Everybody hit three-point shots. Did Chad Sherwood wind up 7 for 8? He never took another shot after that, did he?
Yep, 7 of 8.
So he hit his, first 7?
1, 2, 3, 4,
or
five,
6 for
6.
his first 6.
Yeah.
Missed one and then made one. 7 of 8 tonight from three-point land. And because he was on fire early in the game when he went 4 for 4 quite early in the ball game, it just seemed to spread to everybody else, and there was no catching West tonight. The stats on the game, if you choose to give them, I can see why you might not wish to.
Well, you know, really there's not many good stats to tell here tonight. 43 rebounds for West Albany to 33 for the Warriors. It's about the gap we kind of figured we'd see. You know, West Albany is lengthy. They have a lot of, you know, great offensive rebounders, defensive rebounders, everything. And the Warriors don't exactly rebound well. They haven't exactly throughout the season, so not too shocked about that. Free throws, West Albany was 6 of 12, so only 50%. Didn't get there that much, but they did outshoot the Warriors. The Warriors were only 4 of 10 at the free throw line. 4 of 10.
We thought that they were going to get the advantage because they were well up. What was it, 6 fouls for West and none for the Warriors in the second half.
Yeah.
Looked like the Warriors would at least be shooting a number of times so that they would win the battle at the free throw line. No.
But well, like I said during the game, the Warriors had committed 3 fouls, and West Albany shot 6 free throws on those. And West Albany had committed 7, and the Warriors only got 5 free throws out of their 7. So really not good. The Warriors didn't get to the line enough tonight. 28 turnovers for the Warriors, 28, and 19 for West Albany. They got a little sloppy there in the fourth quarter, so that number was a little bit more than it should have been. 28 to 19 turnovers, the Warriors there. 23 points for Chad Sherwood. He really led the way in about, maybe half action tonight. He didn't play very much. He finishes with 23, their leading scorer. Jalen Schlegel had 12. Josh Bryant had 8. Also Cameron Dixon also had 8. Cody LaHoda had 9. And Nate Sherwood only had 3 points tonight.
26 the first time.
Not bad. So, I mean, that the Warriors did very well. They were limiting Nate Sherwood. He didn't obviously play the whole game either, but when he did, he wasn't getting clean looks. Or if he did get a clean look, he just missed it. So good job there by the Warriors.
This may seem silly, but there's the inconsistency that we talked about in West, and that's what happens to them. Nate did not have a good night tonight, but his brother Chad did, so it made up for it. But there is that inconsistency that they see from game to game.
That's right. I mean, luckily they had other people step up tonight, but a different team, a different game. This would have been a game West could have lost because Nate Sherwood didn't do his normal thing out there. I see what you're saying. For the Warriors, Ian Smith led the way once again with 16 points tonight.
Good.
Yes, he's really picked it up the last few games. Kendall Leopard had 6 points tonight, 4 for Isaac Johnson. Again, he made that first shot. I thought, well, maybe this is going to be one of those nights where he gets, 15, 20 points. Nothing really after that. 1 bucket after that. 3 points for Chad Nissen. He made the only 3-pointer of the night for the Warriors. 2 points for Tyler Romeo, C.J. Hargis, Zach Short, and Josh Alley for the Warriors. And I did have a score, Silverton 47, Crescent Valley 38 at the start of the fourth. So a close game.
Crescent Valley is better than I thought.
Yeah.
The Warriors played well against them there, but they've done quite well. They beat West. They're playing well against Silverton.
But they're not exactly, Crescent Valley's a very interesting team. They only have 1 loss, which was this Silverton earlier in the year, but they're playing a lot of teams close. Like they played the Warriors close. They played South very close by, 2 points, I think, on Friday. So they're definitely, I think they're playing to the level of their competition, which could be well for the Warriors next week when they come in here, hopefully. Never know.
We would hope so. We have a player of the game to pick tonight, Research Mannequins, with the sale and research of mannequins from right here in Lebanon. The Research Mannequins, they know their stuff. And we know that Ian Smith had a great game tonight.
He did once again. Leading scorer. He had 16. I don't know if he did so much on the offense, on the rebounding glass, because the Warriors only finished with 33. But he's starting to be a presence down low, and the Warriors are going to need that, for the rest of the year.
But to get 16 points tonight, he had to contest against 6'8" Nate Sherwood, 6'8" Jalen Schlegel, 6'6" Josh Bryant.
Yeah.
And the 6'4" players that they brought off the bench were about as tall as he's 6'5", and he battled underneath quite a bit tonight.
He did.
He was battling on every layup, managed to tip a few balls away, maybe not get the rebounds over those taller players, but he really put up a good battle, and I think he can call himself a winner tonight for that battle underneath against those players.
I think so. Great game. He also had a few blocks out there tonight, which was something we've seen a few times during the year, but this was probably the most blocks he's had in a game tonight. I think he had about 3 or 4, so that's a good player of the game.
So he is our player of the game tonight, Research Mannequin's player of the game. Congratulations to Ian Smith. But the Warriors fall by 40, final margin 77-37. The Warriors beat Corvallis in that game in which Corvallis went scoreless from late in the second quarter till late in the first quarter till late in the third quarter. The final score of that game was only 45-28. West was not exactly lighting it up. It was one of those nights where they kept throwing the ball away and missing their shots. The kind of night we talked about that they could have and hope they would have tonight, but they did not. But they only beat Corvallis by 17. But Corvallis, the key thing is they had an off night shooting. Maybe they can on Friday.
Right, and like you said, that's the big thing is Corvallis. While West Albany was not exactly sharp that night, Corvallis was pretty much not even in the building. They went so long without scoring, and hopefully that's what we get on Friday with Corvallis coming in here. They have one of their off nights that they can have, and the Warriors have one of their better nights, which they have had a few times this year. They need to get back to that on Friday.
So let's get a good crowd here on Friday night if we can. Come out and support the Warriors, or tune in to KGAL Radio Friday evening at 7.
Or do both. Come and listen to the radio.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's the thing, of course.
Best of both worlds.
And it was nice to see Jesse Berkey disappear. He was the young man that hit all the threes.
That's right.
And really excited his student body. But that always happens when somebody gets into the game that doesn't play all the time and they have a good night. The crowd goes nuts, and they did at West. He missed his 2 3-point attempts tonight, and he didn't hit anything off the bench. So we won some moral victories this evening, but fall short by 40 points.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow morning for the morning update, 5:30 to 9. Join Mark Workhoven and me mornings, if you will. A little sports, little news, little this, little that, little shake and bake in the mornings on KGAL Radio. Thank you, Scott. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ray.
And Carissa Adams. Dave Adams is our Valley Talk host Monday through Thursday. Wally Ordeman joins me on Friday, and sometimes Scott or Rob Allen will be there as we talk sports. But Dave Adams' daughter, Carissa Adams, is the one who... they have a term, man's the board, but woman's the board.
She does a great job at it.
And has really hit womanhood tonight. It is her birthday, 21 years old.
Well,
tonight.
Happy birthday.
Congratulations, Carissa, and thank you for the job you do. I've told you many times, we really appreciate how sharp you are back there. It helps us greatly to have you on top of things. Happy birthday, Carissa Adams. Final score tonight from Lebanon High School. Well, it was maybe as bad as we thought.
Well, this is probably worse than I could have thought. Like you said, we thought it would probably be a little bit closer having it in the home gym. The West crowd wouldn't be there to cheer them on as much, but it was almost just as bad, Ray.
West Albany 77, Warriors 37. We'll see you Friday night.
Thanks for listening to tonight's broadcast of Lebanon High School Sports on 1580 KGAL. Warriors basketball has been brought to you by Economy Supply Building Center, Mama's Fine Italian, City and Suburban Electric, Lassen RV, Doug Phillips of Edward Jones, Power Honda, Stavros Auto Services, Ixtapa Mexican Restaurant, Linco Federal Credit Union, Burgerville, Crabtree Automotive, Walmart, H&R Block, Lynn Lanes, Willamette Community Bank, Les Schwab Tires of Lebanon, Bing's Kitchen, Like New Appliance, Lynn Benton Tractor, Wilson Motors, and by Canega Tire Factory. Listen throughout the season for more exciting Warriors basketball action. This broadcast is exclusive property of Eads Broadcasting, News Talk 1580 KGAL, and Radio Scott Productions. U.S. copyright law protects this broadcast. Duplication or rebroadcast of any portion of this program is strictly prohibited without prior written consent. We now join our regular programming.
The Car Show, Saturday afternoons on News Talk 1580 KGAL.
Volcanoes Baseball is where Giants' dreams began as they celebrate their 17th season on opening night, Friday, June 14th, and you're invited to be there to join the fun and festive event as tickets are on sale now. Tickets for opening night, Father's Day, the Patriotic Independence Day games, 8 post-game fireworks nights are all on sale now. How about a 5-game ticket plan? It includes the opening night game and has 2 nights featuring post-game fireworks. Get your tickets now by calling 503-390-2225 or visit the Stadium Pro Shop featuring baseball hats and balls from every major league team and great memorabilia from the Giants' 2010 and 2012 World Series championships. Best sellers include Volcanoes tickets, jackets, sweatshirts, men's and women's t-shirts, golf shirts, caps, baseball cards, and collectibles. Your Salem Kaiser Volcanoes, proud affiliates of the 2012 World Series championship San Francisco Giants. Whether it's season tickets or a 5 or 10 game ticket plan or tickets for individual games, Volcanoes Baseball. Fun, well done.
Jim Bohannon on Smart Talk 1580.